Hi, my name is Vince, and today I want to show you how to use Windows 95 to watch YouTube videos. Now, you may ask, why would somebody want to do that? Well, there are a lot of these old machines around. They're in the trash. You go down the street on trash pickup, people are throwing out these old computers. You may have a couple collecting dust in your closet or something, and if you have Windows 95, Windows 98, or an old Windows ME machine, you could put it to use in your garage or your workroom to watch videos, and if something was to happen, like the computer was to get damaged, you really wouldn't feel that bad about it, and you can use it for entertainment. You know, if you have an old computer, you can get on eBay and pick up an old network card and plug it in and hook it up to your home network and make it available to watch these kind of movies. Now, this particular computer is a computer was manufactured in 1996. It's a Hewlett-Packard Vectra, and it came with Windows 95. It has a Pentium Pro processor. Now, if you're not familiar with the Pentium Pro processor, basically it is a Pentium 2 processor without MMX technology. This computer has 200 megabytes of RAM, and it's a 200 megahertz processor, and it's what we are going to use to run Windows 95 and view YouTube videos. Now, before we get started, there's a couple of things you're going to need. One of them is that you're going to need a web browser that's pretty modern. You're not going to be able to use Internet Explorer because Internet Explorer and people at Microsoft haven't made a modern web browser for Windows 95 and since about version IE 5.5. The other web browsers that are out there, a lot of them won't work. You've really got only one basic choice, and that is Opera. Opera made web browsers for Windows 95 up till a year or two ago. I think in 2011, Opera 10.51 was the last web browser for Windows 95. So you're going to need to get a more modern web browser. I don't use the newest version of Opera. I use actually Opera 9.52. And if you were to go on the dark corners of the Opera website, you can even find a version of Opera that will work on Windows 3.1. But that's another story. This version, I believe, like I said, is Windows, Opera 9.52, and that's from 2008, and that's what I use. And it can view about any website out there. And so that's what I use on this Windows 95 machine, and it works fine. So if it's not broke, why fix it? Anyway, I'm going to give you the website to get the right version of Opera. There's a dark corner where Opera has their old versions kept, and it takes a little bit of work to get you there. So stop the video when it displays and write down the website exactly so you know where to download the right version of Opera or the for this kind of work. Hopefully by now you've installed the Opera web browser that you need, and according to the instructions. And now you're going to need another thing here to watch YouTube videos on a Windows 95 machine. Unfortunately, the people at Flash seem to think that everybody has new hardware and gets a new computer every 6 months. They don't seem to like to support old hardware. So you're not going to be able to use a Flash player. You're going to have to go to the Vlc website and get the Vlc player. And you can't just get any Vlc player. You've got to get a certain one. And again, I'm going to give you the website for the deep dark corner of the Vlc website to get the right player. You're going to need the version 0.8.6F. 0.8.6F. And you're going to have to download it and install it. Now, I've tried a newer version that worked on Windows 95 only in the command line version. The graphics user interface version didn't work, so just trust me and get the version 0.8.6F, because you're going to have to watch YouTube videos in the 3GP format, and you're going to need a VLC player to do that and stream it. So what you're going to do is go to the website and download the player. I'm going to give you the website where you can get that done. Hopefully by now you've installed the VLC player towards its installation instructions and you've got it on your Windows 95 machine. And I'm not sure that they support anything below a Pentium. So if you've got a 46, you may be SOL. Anyway, you've installed the VLC player. Now there's another step you've got to take. And this step is something you're going to have to do in the Opera web browser that you've installed. You're going to go to Tools, and you go to Preferences down here in Tools, and now you got the Advanced, your General, WAN, blah blah. You're going to go to the Advanced tab, and you're going to click on, go down to this menu here, and you're going to hit the Programs tab, and you're going to add a protocol. I'm going to use edit because I've already added it, but you're going to add a protocol called 3GP, and you're going to say open with, you're going to click the little dot there, the radio button, and you're going to go C /program files /videolan /VLC /VLC.exe. If you have a different drive or someplace where you've installed the VLC player different, you're going to have to use that path. But basically you install that and you hit OK, and if you want to add other formats like MP3 or MPG for the VLC player to play, you can add those the same way, just the protocols are different. But you add these protocols, and now when you go to the YouTube video files or YouTube, it'll automatically open up the VLC player to play the format you want. Now you've added those lines to your Opera web browser so that you will get an automatic response when you go to the website. The next thing you're going to need to do is do a little modification to the VLC player. The problem is that a lot of these videos are going to show very small in the VLC player because they're really made, the 3GP format is really made for mobile phones, and that's the format I'm going to use. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go to Settings on the VLC player, Preferences, and you're going to hit this Advanced tab. Here's your let me move this whole box over here. Okay, so it's over. You see this down here, it says Advanced Options. You're going to click that, and then you're going to go over here to the Video tab. Now you clicked on the video choice over here, and you're going to go all the way down here to the very bottom. It says Zoom Video. Put this in at 2. Why? So it'll be bigger. It'll start the video bigger. If you want it even bigger, you could put 3 or 4, I suppose. I started at 2. And if I don't like it at 2, I usually go full screen, but you know, that's what I suggest doing. So you want to do that little thing and then hit save over here, and then your videos will play in a decent size. You also want to close the video player. Every time you watch a YouTube video, it opens up another player, and you'll have a whole bunch of players. So after you're done watching a video, you want to close the VLC player and let another one will open up, and you won't have too many of these opened up at once. That's just another little suggestion. Now that you have everything working, you now should be ready to watch YouTube videos. One of the things you got to understand is we've got to watch the mobile version, not the regular YouTube video. So instead of going www.youtube.com, we're going to go m.youtube.com. So here we go, and there's going to be a little hitch here, but it's not a big deal. So you type in m.youtube.com, and you're going to get redirected. Well, we see that it's up, and it says we've redirected you to the desktop, return to mobile YouTube. Well, that's what you want to do. You want to click this return to mobile YouTube because you're going to want the mobile version. The problem again is you want 3GP format, not .FLV format. So here we go. And now let's type in a test video. We'll type, how about the one where my wife is digging a trash pit? Okay, here we go. We'll try this one here. We click on the video. We want to watch. Now it says watch video. Sometimes it has HQ here. On a rare occasion you'll find one that says you can't watch it on the mobile. I don't know why, but that happens occasionally. But we'll watch this video and show how it works here. Here we go. Clicked on it. The Vlc player is automatically starting up. A little bit of time. Okay, there we go. And the video is starting. We've got sound. We've got everything we want. And things are up and running. We could also go in here and type in music if we wanted to. I happen to be a child of the 70s, so disco mix is what I'm going to type in here. And again, like I said, you want to kill the player before you start another one. And let's just try this disco music here. Okay, I can choose HQ or normal and leave it on normal, and I'm going to click on watch video. And there you go. You're able to use that old computer in your workroom or garage to watch videos and entertain yourself. And I'll leave you with some disco music from the 70s. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you can make use of this.